Picture this, a street so quiet you could hear the crickets arguing. That's where my Aunt Carol lived, in a house with a porch swing and rose bushes. I was visiting for the summer, looking forward to doing nothing much at all. But then a new neighbor moved in next door, Mr. Silas. His house always seemed off, blinds permanently drawn even in the middle of a sunny afternoon. A dark blue sedan always parked precisely in his driveway. The first time I really saw him, he was just bringing in groceries. Midday, he wore a heavy, dark jacket, even though it was warm. He nodded at me, a quick, almost forced smile. But his eyes, they were too still, like looking into something deep and empty. I waved back, but a shiver ran down my spine. It wasn't anything he said or did, just a feeling, you know? Like a cold draft in a warm room. Aunt Carol kept telling me I was imagining things. He's just private, Alex, she'd say. But I wasn't imagining the faint metallic smell that sometimes drifted from his property, or the muffled thuds it'd hear late at night, usually around 2 in the morning. Sometimes I'd wake up and just lie there, listening to something being dragged across a floor next door. One morning, Aunt Carol's old tabby, Mittens, didn't come home. She was always underfoot. I was watering Aunt Carol's roses one afternoon, humming to myself. The air was still. Then I felt it, that prickling on the back of my neck. I looked up. In the gap between his drawn blinds, just a sliver, I saw an eye. Mr. Silas? Just his eye, watching me. No movement, just fixed there. My heart started hammering. I dropped the watering can, the clatter echoing in the sudden silence. When I looked back, the gap was gone. Nothing but closed blinds. That night, I couldn't sleep. The image of that eye was burned into my mind. Around 3 a.m., I heard it again, the muffled thud, closer this time, followed by a faint, desperate scratching sound. It wasn't Mittens. It was bigger. Driven by a terrible curiosity and a growing fear, I crept out of Aunt Carol's house, hugging the shadows. I made my way to the side of Mr. Silas' garage. There was a small, grimy window high up. I found an old crate and climbed onto it, peering inside. What I saw, I'll never forget it. The garage was dark, but a single bare bulb hung from the ceiling, casting harsh shadows. In the center was a large, heavy-duty animal cage, and inside a dog, a golden retriever, cowering, whimpering, matted with something dark. And near it, on a workbench glinting under the bulb, was a collection of tools, things you wouldn't use for any ordinary repair. As I watched, horrified, a shadow moved from the corner. Mr. Silas. He was staring right at the window, right at me. My breath caught in my throat. I stumbled backward, falling off the crate with a muffled thud. I scrambled to my feet, my heart pounding so hard I thought it would burst through my ribs. I ran. I didn't look back until I was safe inside Aunt Carol's house, locking every door and window. I woke her up, shaking her shoulder hard. It took a few tries to get the words out, but when I finally did, she saw the terror in my eyes. She called the police. The police came. They found the dog, Bo, and other gruesome things Mr. Silas had been doing in that garage. He was arrested right there on the spot. Turns out, he was a known animal abuser, had even served time, but had moved to a new town, hoping to start fresh. Bo was traumatized but recovered, and, Mittens, we never found her. So, listen to that little voice in your head, folks. That cold feeling in your gut. It's there for a reason. Sometimes, what you think is just imagination is actually a warning.